Hi everyone, this is Mary. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this basket. It's super easy and a great project for beginners. Honestly, the hardest part is the counting. So let's get started. To make this basket, you'll need some bulky weight yarn and the crochet hook recommended for that yarn as indicated on the label. I used almost 2 skeins of this Big Twist Natural Blend yarn for my basket. We're going to start by building the bottom of our basket. So first, arrange your yarn into a loop like this. Then insert your hook through the center of the loop, hook the yarn coming from your skein, and pull that yarn back through the loop. You've just made a magic circle, which is the foundation for our basket. Next, I'm going to chain 1 and then make 8 single crochets into the center of the ring. So hook into the ring, yarn over, pull the hook out of the ring with 2 loops on the hook now, then yarn over and pull through both of those loops. 1 loop remains on the hook, and now we proceed to the next single crochet. Once I have all 8 single crochets done, I'm going to pull on my yarn tail to tighten up my magic circle. Then I'm going to insert my hook into the first stitch that I made, yarn over, and bring that loop through my stitch and then through the loop on my hook. This is called a slip stitch, and it's how we will join each round of our basket. Now I'm going to start my second row by chaining 1 and then making a single crochet into the first stitch and 2 single crochets into the second stitch. I'll continue this pattern of 1 single crochet into one stitch followed by 2 single crochets into the next until I complete this row. At the end of the row, I'll have increased my stitches by 4, going from 8 to 12. Now that I've reached the end of my row, I'm going to slip stitch again and then chain 1 to start my third row. For this row, I'm going to do 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, followed by 2 single crochets into the third stitch. I'll continue this pattern for the rest of this round. This is the pattern I'll continue to follow for each additional row, increasing each row by 4 stitches each. On row 4, I'll do 3 individual single crochets between 2 together to increase, and on row 5, 4 individual single crochets between each increase. As my circle gets larger, it should remain pretty flat. It shouldn't curl up like a ball from too few increases or start getting wavy from too many increases. Here I am at the end of my 9th row. You can make your basket bigger or smaller than mine by changing the number of rows you make in your base. I'm going to finish this row by joining with a slip stitch and chaining 1. But now I'm going to start the sides of my basket, so I'm going to single crochet into the back loop of my stitch only. I'll continue around my base, making 1 single crochet only into the back loop of each stitch. When you get to the end of your row, slip stitch to join, then chain 1, and continue to single crochet into each stitch just like normal. Now that I've completed several rows with gray, I'm going to change to black by completing my slip stitch with my new yarn, and then continuing with my chain 1 and single crochets. Now that I'm at the end of my basket, I'll make my final slip stitch, tie off my yarn, and weave in my ends with a yarn needle.